What's up guys, welcome back to another video. It's me, Trash Salsa, and today we're going to be talking about my 1987 Lakewood model P-223/M. The /M means it's a mocha colored Lakewood. This is in their mocha series, which is a pretty nice series. Lakewood doesn't really ever use brown unless it's like the weird Wolves Royal or some of the early S23s like I have, but this is a nice mocha brown. Like, this is probably the darkest brown you'll see on a fan. But yeah, I think this is the only time that this fan's been recorded up here, so let's get into it. Like I said, I'm redoing some of these videos because the last one, this one here, I wasn't even recorded at this house, so definitely gonna have to redo it. So I guess we'll start off with the grills because they're very yellow. I'm aware of the salon care method to get rid of the yellowing. It worked a little bit, just not evenly. I had to brush it on there. I'm trying to find a way to submerge it fully into the salon care, and then I can get rid of all the yellowing, but just brushing it on there just wasn't enough, as you can see. But it did work a little bit. You know, it's supposed to be the color of the blades, that nice weird color. So those are the grills. They're very brittle. So I'm actually just better off finding new ones, but this one's broke here. This was glued together, and yeah. And the piece that was there doesn't even match, so of course. But it's all right. I think it adds to the fan. This brown, yellowish color is kind of interesting. It's like a cabin color scheme we're going at here. The knob is also really darker yellow with an avocado green sticker, which is really cool. So yeah, it's got the 3rd gen blade set. It is a Lakewood 3rd gen, which launched in 1986. This is one of the earlier 3rd gens with the bigger cabinet and the 8 screw grills. The later ones from 88 would have had these 6 screws. So some idiot used a crayon or a marker and colored there. I can't get it off, but at this point it actually looks kind of neat, so I'm leaving it there. And like the blades were polished, so they're pretty shiny. It's the least I can do for this fan, you know. There was rust in the bottom here. A lot of it was sanded off, and then I put clear coat paint, so it's really reflective but still kind of nasty looking, so it's funny. P-223 does not say /M on the sticker, but the box would have said /M. It's probably because they just printed the same sticker for all the P-223s. But it says 2.7 amps. That is total BS. This draws, I think, 2.2 amps on high from the wall. And the rest of that is just basic. This is the later area code, 60612. Of course, we're in 87, so this is the later area code. And all the screws are still Lakewood screws. In 88, they started using those crappy iridescent ones, but this is probably the last of a true Lakewood, really. This is, I think, the last was 1987, was really the last year of really good Lakewoods, of the still 22 by 22, the screws, just everything was still really Lakewood. A lot of white paint flecks. I don't know where this came from. Maybe someone was painting. Forgot to mention, I got this fan for 15 bucks at an antique mall. It was not priced yet, but the cashier was nice and just let me take 15 for it. Thank God they did. I was supposed to get another fan from there, but the manager had to price it another day, and it ended up not working out. But so thank God I got this fan, because that almost did not happen. And there is a switch bag. I believe I installed the switch bag, so because a fan should have a switch bag. It's a very important piece, believe it or not. It's got the normal Lakewood handle. This is the same color as the blades, that weird like tan color, cream color, I guess. And like I said, it does have these square holes for a fan stand. That's pretty much it. The red foot over there is from Alaska. That's not original. That's just so the fan doesn't tip over while I run it. So I think that's pretty much everything. Let's just get to the back. Oh man, this thing stinks. Yeah, so when I said it stinks, it has oil problems. So someone in this fan's life has oiled this fan with the wrong oil, and it got all gummed up and sticky in there. And right now I have it running on Marvel Mystery Oil. I'm trying to clean it out still. Been doing this for a few months now, trying to clean it out, and I just oiled it right before this video because the fan spin down was hindered, but now I think it's a little bit longer. So if you guys have any methods to get rid of the gummy oil, then let me know. But I oiled it with the correct oil ever since I got it, so definitely the previous owner probably put like 3-in-1 red can or something in there. So, and this is the weird Lakewood 3rd gen motor, the strange one with the full-size shaft, but still open back shaft, but it's not a square stator. It's just a typical, because the Lakewood 3rd gens did not have the square stator anymore, and they're a little bit lighter weight, but most of them had the smaller shaft. So this is definitely a weird motor. But like I said, this is from 1987, and this is the last of a good Lakewood, because in 88, they got the smaller, weaker 1.7 amp motor with the smaller shaft. They got smaller cabinets, which is 20 by 20, and they use 6 iridescent crappy screws. So in 1988, Lakewood started to really fall apart there, but luckily this is 87, so we have the last of all the Lakewood aspects. Some of these slats were glued back in. I don't know which ones were what, but whatever. Again, very, very rough condition for this fan. But it also is pretty rare, and it's kind of like the daytime fan. I haven't been able to run it anymore because of the oil problems. So I don't want to stress the motor out. Plus, when I go to run it, you know, the old oil will start leaking down here, all murky and brown, and it's really disgusting. But for this video, it should be fine. So, turn it around. This fan is pretty light, although it's a little bit heavier. I'd say it's close to that 15-pound mark, but since it's got the thinner cabinet running at 5 inches, not 6, it's a little bit lighter, and it has a lighter blade set. So like around 12-ish pounds, I think is the weight for this fan. But minus that, here it is high. This fan has some drastic speed changes from high all the way down to medium, and then medium all the way down to low. This fan almost draws nothing from the wall. It's like 0.6 amps on low or something. It's very, very low amount of power. And you can see it and hear it. And this is about as fast as low speed will get. It's a nice breeze during the day though. This fan has ran overnight before. It is not in the fan rotation. I can't sleep with this overnight because it's way too quiet. But just for the initial test, it does run overnight without any issues. And I usually say these in the video because fans like the Eskimo or Manning Baumann, they can't run overnight because of motor problems or certain conditions. But even with this fan having the problem it has, it does, and it is able to run overnight. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, I will see you guys in the next one.